Thanks for joining. Today we're at the Osoyoos Desert Model Railroad. This attraction has over 45 trains running through extremely detailed environments. Let's go and explore. The Osoyoos Desert Model Railway is secreted inside the top floor of a large building in the Osoyoos Industrial Park. But once inside, visitors find a world-class miniature wonderland featuring the largest Marklin miniature railway layout in North America. The display takes up over 4,000 square feet and contains 45 computer-controlled trains traveling on over 2 kilometers of track. The layout contains 1,800 different buildings as well as 19,000 hand-painted miniature people and animals. The display is based on an imaginary interpretation of the German landscape and architecture, and contains an incredible amount of detail full of hidden surprises. The attraction's fun for the whole family from ages 1 to 101. In fact, the oldest visitor was over 103 years old. The display has been a labor of love by the owners who hand-constructed it over several decades. As a child, Poul Peterson always wanted to have a train set, but the dream never came true. So when he was an adult, he started to collect Marklin model trains. After marrying his wife Ulla and the birth of their child, he became really serious about the hobby, so serious that every house they lived in had to have a dedicated room just for his train set. Poul started to build his railway in Denmark in the mid-1970s. But soon it wasn't enough just to have tracks and trains running. He wanted to have them all exist within an incredibly detailed environment. He enlisted Ulla's help, and together they bought out 80 building kits at a store closeout sale. Ulla took to the task immediately as a distraction from her rheumatoid arthritis, and to date she's assembled more than 2,000 different models. In the late 70s, the Petersons decided to move to Spain, and all of the tracks, trains, houses, cars, and people were taken apart and packed up. But in the early 80s, they decided to move again and set up shop in Canada. It's the 4th time that the train set has had to be taken down and set up once again, and they hope that this time it's in a permanent location. The model railway has now been in Osoyoos for the past 17 years. This iteration started with Poul setting up the framework and then putting down all of the tracks, switches, and signals. After that, he ran the wiring and set about the task of computer programming the trains. While that was happening, Ulla went to work creating the little towns and the roads that connected them. They didn't have a master plan. They went by trial and error to see what looked best visually. The attraction continues to be upgraded. Every year they take apart one section of the display and then rebuild it, so it blends in with the existing surroundings. It's estimated that over the years Ulla has painted over 26,000 little people, a skill that requires a very tiny brush, a dab of paint, and a very steady hand. This attraction attracted national attention when it was featured on The Amazing Race Canada. Competitors had to find a tiny figure of the show's host, Canadian Olympian Jon Montgomery, mixed in amongst the countryside. It was a real-life, three-dimensional Where's Waldo search. Everywhere you look, the display is full of eye-catching details. Children and adults will enjoy exploring the display, looking at scenes such as the fair and amusement park, a monster truck rally, several different towns and countrysides, and of course 45 different trains. To add to the fun, visitors can press buttons which activate some movement and detail within the scenes. And if that's not enough for you to explore, the lights also dim periodically, and you can explore the whole experience at night. Whether it's a concert, a cycling race, or a soccer match, the streets are bustling with activity no matter where you look. Don't forget to stop by the gift shop, take home your very own model train set, just like the ones used in the railway. Or for something a little bit more personalized, you can take home one of the figurines hand-painted by Ulla as a souvenir. If you like this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, it's time to exit through the gift shop.